Hi, I'm Morella DeVoe of Thrive with Morella. In this video today, I'm going to walk you through an exercise to help you start uncovering what are some of the patterns, some of the stories that you keep repeating over and over again, even when you want a different result. A lot of us repeat stories in our lives. A lot of us are frustrated about finding ourselves in the same situation over and over. It can be in your relationships. For example, you find that you're dating pretty much the same person over and over again, even though it's a different person. Or in your career, maybe you're frustrated that no matter how hard you try, you can't find the jobs you want, or you keep repeating the same job situation, or you can't get promoted. Or maybe in your finances, you keep repeating the same story with money over and over again with debt or budgeting or struggling with your money. And it can also apply to health, where you find yourself always in the story of struggling with your health and never quite having the health you want. So the stories, the patterns can show up anywhere in your life. And in this exercise today, I want you to start to uncover why it is that these patterns are showing up. Where are they showing up? So the first thing I want you to do is to get a piece of paper and a pen, because I want you to do the exercise. I'm going to read to you 4 questions, and I'm going to invite you to pause the video to take some time to write your answers. The video itself might be interesting, but if you don't take the time to go through the exercise, it won't be as helpful to you. So the first question is, what's the pattern? What's the story that you keep repeating over and over again? And no matter how hard you try, you just find yourself in the same situation over and over. So describe it in full detail. Pause the video and come back when you're ready. The second question is, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about the fact that you keep repeating this situation over and over again? For a lot of us, it's pretty frustrating, it's painful, it's sad, it's discouraging. So you check in with yourself, pause the video for a moment, and write all of the different feelings you have about this story and about the fact that this seems to be happening over and over again. Okay, the third question is, what do you want instead? What's the outcome you want? What's the opposite of what you're experiencing? Take a few minutes to write in full detail all of the different things that would be the perfect picture of the outcome you want. Who's there? When does it happen? What are the circumstances? Everything you see, feel, hear, and touch. And then the fourth question is, what's keeping you from having that? What are all the reasons that you either play in the back of your mind or that you find yourself telling people as to why you don't have what you want, why you have the things that you actually keep repeating over and over again? The relationship, the money, the career, the health issues. What are all the reasons why you don't have what you want? And those reasons, I want to give you a couple places to look for the reasons. Some of the reasons sound very real. They're reasons that we can see and touch on the outside. The economy is bad, or my car got repossessed and I don't have the money to pay for getting a new one or getting it back. Some of the reasons out there sound very real, and so look for all the reasons outside of you. And then also look for the reasons inside of you, the ones that are more intangible. The stories that you tell yourself as to why you don't have what you want. They could be even going as far back as into your childhood or events of the past. My mother was this way with money as well, or my parents divorced and this is what I learned in my life, or I suffered some trauma in childhood or in my life. There are many reasons and events that we live in our life that shape us. And so we look at those as the reasons why we keep repeating these things over and over. So I want you to look for all of the reasons, external and internal, real or somewhat intangible, as to why you don't have what you want. And this is a really important step if you can't tell already. So pause the video and take some time to write that. Okay, so now that you've gone through all 4 of these steps, what you have now is the beginning of the opening into acknowledging the pattern, to seeing what is happening in your life. Now, this is just the beginning. All you've done so far is essentially taking a good look at what is and maybe where it came from. But that's not enough. That's just the beginning. If all you ever do is focus on what is right now and what was in the past, it's essentially a formula for continuing to repeat more and more of this. And this is partly why we keep repeating more and more of the things we don't want. So, the next step I'll share with you in the next video is another exercise where I'm going to help you to start to shift perspective and start to find a new source of power within this story. So if you're on my newsletter, you're going to get that. If you're not on my newsletter, I want to invite you to subscribe to it on my homepage so that you won't miss the video. And if this is opening something really juicy for you, something that you're really ready to change, then it may be time for you to check out our retreat, our Mending the Heart retreat, which is going to be happening every 2 or 3 months, pretty much on a consistent basis. So whenever you watch this video, chances are there's going to be a retreat coming up soon. So stay tuned for the next video and check out the Mending the Heart retreat if you're feeling like you want to take some action right now. See you next time. Bye-bye.